Yo, the waiting is over. Yeah. Look, they say boxing is a death sport. Ashes to ashes, like trash in the alley. Like hashes is cashes, which means we could compete. As long as I got breath in my lungs and my 2 feet and a strong heartbeat, we could rumble, young man. Put the gloves in your hands. The talking is over. All that we were arguing over is over. We could sit in silence before the noise and the roars and arena doors open. Before we throw hands, we satisfy the demands. This is for the fans, my legacy, my little mans who looked up at me like that. You're about to hurt them bad. Yo, this shit is serious. The big fish and the fisherman, the old man in the sea. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we can sit in silence. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we can sit in silence. Up off that. Yeah. Yes. Up off. Bye. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is. Huh? Yeah. It's a press conference. Hey, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. Tim Butler. Jordan Grant. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the press conference. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, give it up for Devon Hill.
Bring on lips with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn young man can shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Hey, y'all already know. I know we switched it up to you, but we're going to have to give it up to the lady.
You should let me in. You deserve no, you deserve baby.
Hit the Tyson bell. And wait a minute. We can't forget about the
Put it simply in here, I like surprises. I came here for prizes, big booty and thighs. Promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Hit the Tyson bell. You know what I mean? Gotta look away. Breathe on them. Breathe on all of them. Hit the Tyson bell. Hey, wait a minute. Are we in the building? Are we or are we not? Hell no. My bad, brother. I ain't see you. We outside.
I think it happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
And that's if he's all right. Hit the Tyson bell. And that's the black George August. A little bit of cream. All right. We got the press conference, the second press conference, Cris Eubak Jr. Versus Conor Benn. We excited. Hit the Tyson bell. We're very excited. We're very excited about this. And listen, man, I had Zendaya is gorgeous. Yeah, Zendaya, that's a beautiful woman, beautiful young lady. Anyway, I didn't know
what I really wanted to do here. And the war room, you guys showing up, and you guys are very much, it's a decision of yours, okay? I wasn't sure if I was going to do the press conference for Cris Eubak Jr. versus Conor Benn or Gervonta versus Lamont Roach, because both of them, they have, let me see, put the cream on. Yeah, both of their press conferences are at the same time. Or is it? That's the thing. And I made a decision to go with Cris Eubak Jr. You guys and Conor Benn, you guys can let me know if I made the right decision or not. But I went with that decision because it's a more meaningful fight. It's a more meaningful fight, number one. Two, the first press conference went viral. All right. So it's like, we just want to know how Conor Benn is going to respond. I did see Conor Benn showing up suited and booted, not wearing the pajamas. All right. So if there's some WWE shit, don't expect yoke, because he was wearing pajamas last time. So I know there's a lot of people questioning, like, were they in cahoots? I know Conor Benn seems to be in a good mood, a decent mood. He's been putting up the yoke slap all on his Instagram too, right? It definitely boosted the sales. It definitely did that. I heard that it's going to be sold out, like the pre-sale tickets, it just through the roof. Plus, they're coming, they're going to, it's probably going to be one of the biggest UK fights in history, right? They have the rivalries of their fathers. They call them born rivals. So you understand how much that means to the UK. All right. But Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach is more relevant right now because their fight is on Saturday. It's this weekend. It's in 2 days. So I was just sitting there. But then what was the biggest decision-making point that I had was, I'm not sure if Tank and Roach is going to be on time. I'm not sure if that press conference is going to be on time. I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is how they've been working on Dazn and Riyadh season and stuff like that. When they say 12, it's been starting at 12. It's been like bam. So I'm going to depend on them starting at 12, and maybe there's a chance that when they finish, Tank still ain't show up. There's a chance, right? So I'm taking my chance on a proven situation. All right, let me see. Yeah, Tank is late. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take my chance on a proven situation. I have to explain all this because then in the comments you're going to see people like, you know what I mean? So I'm explaining my logic. Let me see. You always got to explain yourself to people. I don't know what they're very entitled. What do you think about the fans who think Shakur will dodge every single punch Tank throws, like out of instinct? You know what I mean? That's just, yeah. Morning snack breakfast is Conor eggs Benedict. Yeah. Hey, ShowBizz, this isn't boxing, but I just accepted an internship with GM. Wow. That I worked really hard for. Beautiful, brother. And I wanted the war room to know. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me give you your love, brother.
There's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work. Your white chocolate mocha. That's why these coffee niggas wanna fold you. VIP on a sofa. We taking our time. Let's make it work. Excuse me, miss.
100%, brother. You worked very hard for that and you accomplished it. You set out a goal and you succeeded. I mean, you just don't get better than that. All right. Really, winners win. So the more you keep adding up winning, you know how to win. Winners win, bro. Hit the Tyson bell. Wait, let me see. In from school, Biz, teacher about to take my phone. About to take your phone. My bad. That's probably me. Okay. Let me explain something since we'll be starting in 15 minutes. Okay. I made a take yesterday that Gervonta will be knocking out. I think I predicted a knockout that'll go viral. I'm thinking he's going to knock out Lamont Roach viral. And it's because of the stylistic nightmare matchup, right? And I got pushback on that. And I didn't expect it. I thought it was a layup prediction, I didn't think I would get pushback from it. The funny thing is, a lot of my pushback is coming from Tank fans, and I do understand that too, because they're trying to say, hey, don't discredit Lamont Roach. Put Lamont, he's great, he's fantastic, he may even beat Tank. You know, they're going to do that. Whatever they feel may hurt Tank overall, they're going to defend him on you already know how it is. But if you think Lamont Roach would beat him or be a tough fight for him, they're going to say Tank can knock him out. So you really don't know how to talk to them. All right, they're insane. They're insane people. But with that said, I don't think, one, that you have to say that Lamont Roach will beat Tank. You don't have to say if you're a Tank fan, you don't have to do that. Muhammad Ali fought guys that was like, who? Sugar Ray Leonard fought Kevin Howard. Who the hell? I mean, there's always a guy. I mean, Canelo about to fight William Skull. You get why undisputed, but still like, who? Right? So there's always Yildirim when he fought you. There's always a guy, you know, it's just you don't want too many of them on your resume. But you always, I mean, Joe Louis had a bum of the month club. I think George Foreman fought 5 guys in one night. He fought like 5, or maybe 10 or something like that in one night. No, I think it was 5 in one night, right? So, you know, you don't have to up everybody. It is what it is. You could be a Tank fan and be like, yeah, this should be a layup for Tank. All right. But with that said, the pushback I got made me think the takes I have aren't that crazy. Let me get the black two sugar. The takes I have aren't that crazy. I was just thinking about my takes overall. All right. So like, hey, Tank's gonna knock out Lamont Roach. Woo! Biz, you underestimate Lamont Roach. Okay, do you think that Tank isn't gonna knock out Lamont Roach? Like, I don't even think that's a crazy take. Even if you don't think that he will, it's not a crazy take. Like to be like, here is ShowBizz talking out his ass again. Like that's when I said Shakur Stevenson is a fantastic boxer. Man, he fought an electrician. Yeah, but he's a fantastic fighter. Yeah, but he fought I mean, is he not? Okay, you tell me. He's not. I know he fought electrician, but he's never fought before. Like he's not a fantastic. He's not a skillful fighter. ShowBizz. Glazing Shakur. It's like, brother. I don't even think the takes I have are that bizarre. And I think that's why the war room has grown so much, because the takes are solid. It's just the people are crazy. Right? So if you keep having solid takes, that's a layup. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. 2, you must be glazing 2s. It's like, brother, 1 + 1 = Shakur is a skillful fighter. That's not even like, you know what I mean? Oh, you glazing. It's like, bro. So as long as we're doing this, the crazy folks are going to be like, he ain't this and he's this, and they're going to boost it. And then we look great at the end when it's not even a crazy take. Right? It's not even a crazy take. Let me see. It's like, but sometimes people just want to argue. So they come here to argue. You know, they see influencers and they see people on social media making a case, and they just want to make their voices heard. So they just want an argument. That happens, right? Hey, I'm going to say cap, and I'm going to put a clown emoji, and I'm going to see me, right? And that's a whole different psychological situation that's going on. Let me see. Listening to Tank, it seems like the Roach fight is a way to cherry pick low risk while getting his fight friend Roach a bag without handing it to him. See, that's what I'm saying. That's not exactly what. See, this is why. Once again, the war room. The war room is doing so great, right? We're doing so great because that take. There's a way easier explanation. Let me tell you, it's a common sense explanation. But that's your take. But let me tell you what's the common sense thing. The common sense thing is couldn't get the Shakur fight. Loma ducked. or we're not going to say duck because that's going to stir up an argument, right? So couldn't get the Loma fight. Loma decided to do something else. All right. Shakur went to Matchroom and told Eddie Hearn, don't negotiate with Tank. Ryo said that he wouldn't be ready until then. He was trying to get a fight in. So then that left him with saying, I'll fight Roach and help my friend get to the bag. It's not, he was looking for a cherry pick. He was looking for an op. A lot of fighters already had fights set up. Ryan Garcia was suspended. Devin Haney was medically suspended. So, right? It's like a common sense. So he said, Roach. I was saying, dude, move up. But if he's not going to move up, Roach. And he can help Roach get to the bag. And Roach is DC, and that's Baltimore. And it was like a clever way of, let me get this, let me put a fight on. But you have a different narrative in your head that you want to build, or different emotions. So then you use that to create a more negative take. And I don't have those. I don't have that shit. And y'all think I do because y'all do. It's a very common. See, now people will call it tank glazing. And it's like a very common sense thing. Right? Let me see. It's like, but I don't have any incentive to shit on Tank, or to, I just don't have an incentive to shit on really anybody. Two things I like. Tank said he want to fight 3 times this year, and Calvin was there. Yeah. Another thing is, Hunter said that when Tank was talking about retirement, he was just speaking emotionally. He said Tank ain't gonna retire. So that was good to hear. Tank fanboys are special ed. They are Glockers, but they're smart when it comes to other things. That's all fanboys. Fanboys are dumb and lost when it comes to who they're fanboying for. But for other, if you ask a Tank fan to talk about Canelo and Shakur, they be bringing up valid points. When it comes to Tank, they just like, I can't think. I've been there. I was a Roy Jones fanboy. There was nothing he could do wrong. That's why I can speak so confidently about it, because I was a fanboy. Let me see. What's good, ShowBizz? I'm a big fan. I won my debut Muay Thai fight, good shit, by spinning elbow. KO last Saturday. Brother, you do your damn thing, brother. Hold on.
Middle finger to the faculty, cause we living in zero gravity. Got the whole system mad at me, cause we living in zero gravity. Now put your hands up high, don't need wings if you're feeling this fly. I'm a stand-up guy, but I can sit down and still kiss the sky.
Hey Biz, what do you think Conor may need to do to redeem himself for the last press conference? I'm sorry, but I think that he's not going to be able to do unless he throws something from a distance. And the BBBFC has already gotten on. Eubank is about to get disciplined. All right, they already announced that. Which the BBBFC that I am mostly interested in is Bivol, Beterbiev, Benavidez, and Canelo. That's the only BBBFC. That's the BBBFC I'm mostly interested in. If we ain't talking about Bivol, Beterbiev, Benavidez, and Canelo, let me see. Biz, you right. He gonna knock his trunks off into the second round. Damn, pause. We all know what's going to happen. Good take, brother. Yeah, brother. I didn't think it was a crazy. Real McCoy, what's going on, brother? Yeah, but calling a champion a layup, comparing him to the likes of Joe Louis, bum of the month. I know you're being honest, but still nasty work, in my opinion. No, I didn't compare. I'm not saying that he's a bum. I'm saying that Joe Louis has had the bum of the month club. I don't think that you can fight Lamont Roach amongst 4 others in one night like George Foreman did. I'm just saying that when you have a fighter that is not on your level like that, like Kevin Howard and Leonard, you don't have to boost him up. He's just not on his level like that. Also, yeah, but calling the champion a layup, I don't give a damn if he's super duper ooper champion. I'm talking about the matchup. I don't care about the title. I'm talking about the matchup, right? So Lamont Roach coming from 130 is a layup for Tank. And like you said, I know you're being honest. That's why I'm here. Why tread lightly on somebody who has a belt, but then go ham on somebody else? Why tread lightly for Lamont Roach, but I can openly call Canelo a duck? So if I am all good for being honest in one category, y'all should really be just fine with me being honest no matter what. Hit the Tyson bet. So Lamont Roach, I guess, like I said, a lot of times I have to do this to help emotions. But I have to say first, Lamont Roach is a good fighter. Tank gonna knock his ass out. Why do I have to do that for men? Watching boxing. Why do I have to give a why do I have to pamper first? Hey, Lamont Roach is fantastic. He's a champion. All right. He's in good shape. Tank's gonna knock his ass out. Like we can talk. I thought we could talk here. This is the war room. That's where we could talk here. Let me see. Flank is more talented than Roach, and Tank knocked him out. I agree. I think he's a more dangerous fighter than Roach, especially at 135. It's pretty clear that this is a way easier fight for Tank. And if you were a betting man, Tank by KO on my bookie is the obvious choice. I'm saying, so if you bet on Tank by KO, and that's not dumb to say, and that's honest to do, why can't I say Tank wins by KO? Hey, I don't like hearing that. Like, we good. Gifted one ShowBizz the adult membership. Love you, boy. Let me see. Off topic. Ade Olipia said I could never get his name right. Ade Olipia, that's my guy though. Said Benavidez left before Bivol main event because of flight to catch. Your opinion, Biz? Then he had a flight to catch. Good shit. Get home, brother. I'm happy you made it safe. Shout out to you, Biz. That smack from Cris was excellent. Hilarious. Hilarious. Did you see Thump's cheek? Oh, Thump's cheek. Oh. Keith Thurman working out for his fight. Did you see? I didn't see it. Listen, bro. I keep forgetting he's fighting. Now that's diabolical. I keep forgetting he's fighting. Let me see. Brother, where's the press count? Oh, here it is right here. Wow. For a minute, I had that anxiety in my stomach, bro. I was like, wait a minute. Come on now. The press conference coming. Okay. Tank was getting schooled by a little 130 pound Leo Santa Cruz before Tank laid him out. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Let me answer that real quick. Number one, I keep saying this. Leo Santa Cruz is a fantastic fighter. The guy is fantastic. All right. He's a busy fighter, and Tank isn't busy. I was expecting that fight to go kind of close to what it did. I didn't expect Tank to knock him out, though, if you remember, because Leo Santa Cruz's chin is dumb. Tank did a great job at making him feel more successful than he was. If you look at right before he knocked him out, like Floyd was telling Tank to move more, and he was telling Tank he got this. So as Leo was, think of the combinations he was stringing together, and Tank was like, and then went bam, right? That was one of the more beautiful. You want to talk about getting someone comfortable to get knocked out. That's incredible. Maybe saying the betting odds of opponents on my bookie can help fanboys. Bill Burr, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm just gonna say what it is. I'm gonna keep embarrassing people to be like, I'm just gonna say what it is, bro. Because honestly, what we've been doing in the war room, the boxing revolution, has been fantastic, right? Like you guys, for the most part, most of you guys are just very smart and logical. All right, there's just a few, and there will always be a few. Okay. I don't think we really have to change anything. I don't think we really have it. We have a good time. We call it how we see it. When we're wrong, we're wrong. And then we move on, put the fight on. We're about the fights. We're not really pocket watching. We're not race watching. We're not, you know what I'm saying? I think we're doing fine. The fanboys gonna have to get on the boxing revolution train though, because it's getting embarrassing, right? As men, there's not too many fangirls. The women be fine. The as men, it's starting to look embarrassing. All right. So I think, yeah, and there's a lot of people in the war room who have said, I used to be a fanboy and you've helped me with it. All right. So I think we're okay. I'm betting my dog on Roach. KO. Funny. As men. Oh, we outside. Put the cream on. Yeah, you gotta put the cream on. Conor Benn coming with that heat for this press conference. I can't wait to hear it. You know, the funny thing is, I can't wait to hear Nigel Benn. You know, what's diabolical to me is that they're laughing and like, you know, those guys, they're really about confrontation. So Nigel Benn and Conor Benn laughing and stuff. Like, have you seen them like this morning? And they showed them after they got footage of them after the fight. I mean, after the fight, after the hold on. Hold on. I'm getting a few texts after the press conference. Okay. All right, let me see what you have to say. When are you working with Dazn again live in action? Oh, in action in there? So, you know, you can't really set that up months. You know, we'll see. I may be at the Conor Benn Eubank. We'll see. We have to talk things through, kind of figure this out. You know, it's kind of hard to plan for that. You know, and you know, you got to think about a fight that's big enough. You got to think about the flight, the plans, the, you know, what they're paying for with anybody else and all that. You just get the budget right, get everything right, and is it worth it? You know, because we're doing a lot here. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain this to you. Remember when Turkey Al-Sheikh shrunk the arena, right? For the fight card of the century. Kind of knew that not too many people were traveling for that, right? So it's like, okay, let's reallocate the assets, shrink the arena, go to a smaller arena, and put more money on the social media aspect and getting more pay-per-view buys. Whereas Tank Davis, on the other hand, kind of doing the opposite. Have you seen that you know, in New York, the Barclay, the arena's humongous. They're going to make their money, you know, on the arena itself and the merchandise and the, I mean, shit, right? Plus it's Tank. And then they probably going to use as an MBA major. All right. Don't forget, I have my MBA undergrad in econ. So I'm pretty, I can see the play. And then they can put, like, before, because they understand social media is very microwave. So that's why you saw him doing interviews and stuff with influencers and stuff, because that's where the wave is going. So you got to get the casuals. So it's a PBC is very smart approach. They didn't even put much money in the media workout and shit. That was in Gleason's gym. There was no commentators, just smart moves from everybody. All right. We got to check this out. Hey Biz, how you doing today? Love you, boy. Condom on your head. My man said he's horny. Boy, you can't be horny at it's noon on a Thursday, bruh. This dude is thinking of condoms. Brother, you need I need love. Dun, dun, dun. That dude said I'm horny at noon. All right, hold on. Brother, this brother at work just pants leg flooded he just sitting there, pause, just, you know, bricked up at work thinking of condoms, bruh. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Okay. Hold on. Let's do that.
Let's get your viewpoint on this, Barry Jones, and show it once again, as if you haven't seen it enough.
Well, as a boxing purist and the guy who's been on boxing longer than anyone else here, because I'm an old man.
Turkey nose easy to sell out in UK.
Not a fan
Right.
of it, but I loved it at the same breath. It's like we talked about there to me about how they know what to sell a fight, and these guys know what to sell a fight also. And even though I'm not a fan of that, but it had the desired effect. It got the both Benns angry, that they weren't already angry. It got the news and the attention that the fight maybe they think deserves, and the tickets will fly out now. If they weren't going to anyway, that just made. I didn't think they needed to do that to sell the fight, but just to make sure. No, the tickets will go faster than ever before now because of that. Alone.
He kept it real.
Whatever was said.
They're talking about ticket sales flew off the shelf yesterday. They flew off the shelf.
I'm sure they get fined for with the British Boxing Board because it is putting boxing into disrepute. But still, sell a fight is sell a fight, and they're in British boxing right now. They're probably the two best to do that.
We were talking, weren't we, on Tuesday, Tony,
Because-
about just controlling that aggression, controlling that emotion. Based on everything that did happen, what approach do you expect from Conor Benn at this press conference this evening?
I've had a chat with him upstairs before.
How is he?
He's so calm.
He's calm.
He's just calm, cool, collected.
Biz, you ain't
Takes things in his
bricked
stride,
up
to be
at
fair.
work. You ain't been bricked
I
up
think
at
he
work
said to
before.
me,
I don't even want to talk about it.
me,
That's normal for
"Tony, you're the
guys, bro.
angriest
All
man I
dudes
know." He said,
be
everyone
doing
keeps
that.
calling me angry. I said, you know what, mate, I'm quite
I
laid
won't
back, to
talk
be
about
honest. He said, no, I've seen you. I've been around you quite a bit. And I was like, honest.
I met Biz
just
at
for
work.
him.
Let me see.
He's calm, he's relaxed, he's cool.
Tank sell out,
I
boosted
don't think
up
Cris Eubak
because
could
early
have done
retirement.
anything else that would have won. I don't think it
Nah,
showed
I
quite
think
clearly
Tank just
words weren't
must
getting
be TV.
to Conor Benn. Even by the lean in and the stuff like that. When he leaned into him, I thought he's trying to get close to Pokemon. I think he expected Conor
Here,
to
this
push
is
him.
what I want to
And I
say.
think at the moment,
This is what I want to say. Do I think the yoke to the face? Do I think the egg slap was genuine? Probably. My only thing that makes me wonder if it was WWE, you guys know I'm gonna keep it a bean. All right. I sat there and was like, okay, it looked real on how angry Conor got. So I'm like, he's not that good of an actor. Okay. But the thing that got me was he was wearing pajamas. And I know I've seen that with Danny Garcia. I've seen that with Canelo Alvarez. So it's not like it's an outfit people don't wear. But that's the only thing that gives me pause. That's the only thing that made me say, were they both in on it? You know what I mean? But that's not enough for me to put that on them. So I got to take it for what it is. He got slapped in the face with an organic egg, and it was hysterical. All right, that's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. Let me see.
About the dads and them too, the history. But no, it's a different history, isn't it? Because they have that makes it more personal than ever before. That's assault.
That was strange,
technically. So he's got more than repay his dad's, because his dad hasn't got a win from that rivalry so far. So rather than try and get a win back for the family pride,
that's the thing.
Okay,
you know what?
I keep forgetting this. I keep forgetting this, and I don't know why I forget it so much. So how the rivalry went? They fought twice, right? Ostrich egg. That's hilarious. They fought twice, right? Cris Eubank Sr. won by stoppage. That I remember. And I think that was the first fight. The second fight was a draw. Right? Because I remember, I thought Nigel Benn won one of those. But it was actually a TKO and then the second. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Because in my head, I keep saying Nigel Benn won one, but he didn't. The second was a draw. Yep. I remember thinking because when I watched it as a kid, I thought Nigel won.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll still enrage him. It'll still infuriate him, I would imagine. I'm still amazed we haven't actually seen him here.
Do you think we might?
Maybe not today, but
eventually. Well, I think he should. I hope so. But I think what Tony's saying there about Nigel, I think that's controlled aggression for you, because holding someone on the throat is to keep him at bay, to push him back. That's not to hit him. The best thing you can do is throw a right hand. He's done it.
And he could have, because if you've got him by the throat, you can hit him as well.
I mean,
and also,
listen,
I'm going to tell you this. A free shot.
I'm going to tell you this.
But he can.
I'm going to tell you this as they talk. The Benns are very aggressive people. All right. They're very aggressive people. I'm just thinking, for me, there must be get back. Bro, you ain't going to slap me in the face with an egg, an organic egg. Not that hard. You heard the egg go crack. Like, bro, you ain't going to, I mean, if you're going to, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, there must be get back. I don't know what I would do. I'm not sure what I would do, bro. Slash his tires. Something's going down. Well, I don't really mess with cars like that. I don't know what I do. Listen, we will have a food fight at that damn table. I'll tell you that. We have a food fight. We'll be throwing so many eggs at each other. It'd be dumb. Brother, something got to happen. I mean, but honestly, I think I'm even more diabolical than that. He may get stole. Dog. They would definitely have to keep us separated, because that's grounds for a balled up fist. Ain't it? I mean, or am I tripping? Let me see. Oh, yes, I wonder why you should have before throwing on the blade. I'll lose it if Eubank says any eggs tonight, Ben. Oh, my God. During the stare down. Hey, yo. There's so much. Any eggs tonight, Ben? I would, listen, bro. Listen. I would never stop watching that. Remember, for 6 months. Because Tarver got such a grasp on that. Like, he nailed it, right? Any questions? Yeah, I got a question. Any excuses tonight, Roy? We don't ask those type of questions. Any excuses tonight, Roy? That was like and then knock him out. That is like, right. That is right there with, I want your heart. I want to eat your children. Praise be to Allah. Like that shit. Praise be to Allah. I think you put an F on Allah. Praise be to Allah. I was like, yo, that went hard. So pause. Any eggs? That I would lose it. Scale 1 to 10. Difficult was Frank for Tank. It felt like a 2. Mentally. Remember how quickly Tank was like, oh, I got this. That was like round 2. You're like, he can't hit me. He can't hurt me. Tank is always very relieved when somebody can't hurt him. He doesn't. That's why I think you got to be a big puncher but skillful against Tank. You definitely got to, because like when Tank said about Ryan, I was scared, right? When you talk about Mario Barrios, he's 140. So in my mind, Tank got to be worried about your punching power. He's such a bully. He got to be worried about your punching power, right? But he's dealt with people with punching power, like Mike Tyson just beating up Razor Ruddock in a slugfest. Frank Bruno just fighting guys with punching power. So I mean, they do it, but yeah, I think for him, he didn't feel in danger at all, and he had him in every other aspect. What's up, Biz? But that's why I said, okay, he's one of the best fighters I've seen because of how he did that. What's up, Biz? What would be more career-defining for Tank, facing Shakur at 135 or moving up and running the gauntlet at 140? Huge fan of the channel. Probably Shakur at 135. All because, to be honest, I mean, fighting Shakur, period. If he never fights Shakur, I don't give a damn who he fights. Like me, I prefer him fighting a Keyshawn Davis but because I would be more entertained by those matchups. But it's not about me. Your question, he has to fight Shakur. He has to fight Shakur. There's if he ran the gauntlet at 140, but never fought Shakur. If he fought Shakur, then retired, people would be like, okay. That's how important it is for him to fight Shakur. flower in face, make a piece of dog. Hey, listen, bro. Something gotta go down. I'm serious. What's up, Biz? Hey, I want one of those. There's like a mini Tron. I want one of those in my house. You can get one of those. Hey, what's up, Biz? Big fan. I think Ben knocks him out under 7. You think Ben? I think Eubank wins. Thanks for always be entertaining. You the man, Biz. Love you, boy. I thank you, brother. I think it'll be an upset if Conor wins. Though I'm rooting for Conor. I think it'd be. I mean, who doesn't root for Conor now? Oh, let me see. Yo, Biz, what's next for Adamas? Shout out War Room. The rematch. Because Hamza hurt his hand. It was a draw, and Adamas is diabolical. He doesn't give a shit. You know, people have been ducking him anyway. So for him to even get a rivalry at all, he's probably licking his chops. All right. And plus, he felt he won the fight. Shannon the Cannon versus Klitschko all over again with these two being the Eubank. Bruh. The Cannon was all right with me. Yo, Biz, would you rather see Tank fight the best of the best, but only wait? Is there's a follow-up question? But only fight once a year, or fight 3 times a year, but only fight B-level fighters? Oh man, I guess you got to go best of the best. But I mean, it's a damn shame that I don't even want that question. I mean, I don't want that to be a reality. It's Shakur versus Tank an all-time showdown at 135. To see them in the ring together, just to see them in the ring together, everybody's gonna have goosebumps, huge goosebumps. No matter who you fanboying for, you're gonna have huge goosebumps. I've seen it happen, and I'm like, I cannot believe what I'm looking at. Right? How many times have you seen that happen? Like, you're looking and like, this is Roy Jones and James Toney. I can't believe I'm looking at Oscar De La Hoya and Trinidad right now. I cannot believe Floyd and Pacquiao are staring each other down. They're about to fight. I can't believe Holyfield and Mike Tyson are having a stare down and they're about to hit the bell for the first round. There are fights that give you those goosebumps that I remember. I cannot believe Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler are staring each other down and they're about to hit the bell. So you see Tank staring down Shakur and and it's like, I can't believe we're here. That is what boxing is about. That's when it's at its best. When you literally cannot believe, like, you want to throw up. I remember being a kid and being so nervous that I'm like, I think I'm about to throw up. That's what happened with Holyfield and Tyson. I remember being like, I think I'm about to throw. In the morning, I was like, I wonder what they're doing right now. That's how anticipated that fight was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember literally saying, I think I'm about to have Hershey squirts. And I think that's what that stare down is about. That moment, them two sharing the ring, would be on that. And that's the reason why I can't totally be angry at fanboys, because taint sniffing fanboys is what would make that so big, because now they're in a war room pretending that they're confident when they're all terrified. They're pretending. Tank, please don't mess up. Shakur, please don't slip and don't get hit. While they're talking shit to each other, man, this is about to be easy. But honestly, to be honest, y'all scared. And that's what boxing is about. That's what boxing is about. It seemed like we all question if Shakur can survive. Not if he can go beat up. Well, not beat up. That's the problem. Nobody think he'll beat up Tank. But they think, right, he could survive long enough to. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta pay a bill. I didn't even. Oh, let me see. Oh, I changed my credit card. So how much should I place on my bookie? Shout out to well, that I can't do that. I can't do that to you. I can't do that to you because it's your money. I don't know where your money at. I don't even want to count your money, bro. But you know, you gotta look at the odds and see what you're willing to do. Willing to give up for a game and see what you're willing to bet on. Floyd versus Zab. Yep, Floyd versus Zab. I remember thinking, I was a big Floyd fan too. So I remember hoping Floyd won. but I liked Zab so much. And I thought Floyd was going to win, but I didn't know how, because Zab had him outmatched everywhere. And I remember being like, but I just saw Zab come off of a loss, but Zab does that. But Floyd, he was never off cue. So I'm like, okay, he's just a greater fighter. You know what I mean? I remember Shane versus Zab. Versus Floyd. And I was nervous. And I always thought Shane would beat Floyd. I thought Shane would beat Floyd for years. So when the fight happened, I was like, yo, I cannot believe Floyd is so confident to fight Shane. Shane's about to win. And when Shane rocked him twice, I remember jumping up and being like, I told y'all. And then all that energy went. Whoop. Oh, let me see. Your answer gave me Leroy versus Show Enough. Leroy vibes. Hilarious. Tank said Roach, a better boxer than Frank on ESPN. He should. He should say that. He should say that. I mean, I don't. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it, bro? He should say that. Let me see. All love, Biz. I wish you nothing but success. Love to see you do what you do. Going to be a good weekend. John Cena last elimination chamber and the Tank fight going to hit up my bookie that I want to try. My bookie that I want to try. Hit the Tyson bell. All right, man, y'all. Let's go. Let's go with the show. Hold on. What are they talking about? What are they talking about?
Called him the most improved fighter in the country, and he took umbrage to that.
I remember that.
But he said, you were trying to make out I wasn't very good, and I said, mate, you were very good.
I agree with you.
But that was a plus, because you improved dramatically,
massively.
And let's not bear in mind. Let's bear in mind that these two guys have had to.
You said Gervonta versus Rayo. That's the word. Well, from who? Number one, but number two. If Gary Russell wins, it's still if Gary. Tank versus Gary. Will he fight Gary? Bro, if Tank were to fight Gary, I'll be sitting here like, man, it's about to go down. If he about to fight Gary at 140, no rehydration clause, or no, listen, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Tank, before the Tanky fanboys got real moist, Tank was trying to do something that had me beyond lit and flabbergasted. Like when Floyd fought Canelo. When Tank called out Conor Benn, bruh, that right there, see, Tanky Wanky fanboys don't understand what that would do to their argument, what that would do for their argument. If Tank fought Conor and won, that would have shut everything. Like the way he called out Conor, and they were trying to begin negotiations. Bruh, that right there, I couldn't believe it, and it didn't happen.
Good evening, and welcome to one of the greatest venues for sports and entertainment in the world. Tottenham
Scott Brown. It doesn't matter. It didn't happen.
In London, England, where on the 26th of April, Saturday night, two fighters with bad blood between them, as we all know, Conor Benn and Cris Eubak Jr. will face each other in a 12-round middleweight contest, the main event for a spectacular night of world-class professional boxing.
But the problem is Conor
fight at 154. The inaugural Ring Magazine promotional event.
Don't think that Tank is
fathers fought each other two times. Once for the middleweight world championship.
Tanky Wanky say he's not even 135.
Three-way split for the super middleweight championship.
He's the smallest guy ever.
And the family
Tank is definitely the smallest guy
to this
of all
day.
time, according to the
brought to you by Ring Magazine, along with SNK Corporation, famous for the legendary video fighting game Fatal Fury City of Wolves, with promoters Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing and Ben Shalom for Boxer. Now, this event will be broadcast live worldwide on Dazn and also available in the United Kingdom and Ireland on Sky Sports Box Office. Now, seated behind me, ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, CEO and founder of Boxer Ben Shalom, the trainer of Conor Benn, Tony Sims, head trainer for Cris Eubak Jr., former heavyweight contender Jonathan Banks,
cracks me the hell
and
up.
trainer of
I
both
just saw
Cris
him.
Jr. and Senior,
in
Ronnie
Riyadh.
Davis. And also seated, ladies and gentlemen, the former middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn. So,
The
ladies
funny
and
thing
gentlemen,
is, it's just them
let's
two.
bring the
It's like
fighters
just
to
a
the
press
stage
conference
and
for
to
them
their seats for this press conference. First, former WBA Continental Welterweight champion with a perfect professional record consisting of 23 fights, 23 victories, 14 wins by knockout.
boy.
He is the undefeated Conor the Destroyer
My
Benn.
problem with Conor Benn, I love Conor Benn. He's one of my favorite fighters in the world. Real talk. My problem with Conor Benn, though, is I've never been a fan of his resume. His resume throws me the hell off.
Coming to the stage and to his
I'll be
seat at the
like,
press conference,
brother,
his record stands at 34 victories, 25
I
wins by
get
knockout,
Algieri and Van
3
Erden,
defeats.
but
He's a
Samuel
former
Vargas, come on,
two-time
dog.
IBO super middleweight world champion and the current IBO world middleweight champion, and he is Cris. New Generation Eubank Jr.
Cris Eubank is still sitting closer to Conor Benn. He's sitting, hey, yo, y'all ain't got enough security for me, bro. Y'all ain't got enough security for me. They big, but they gotta be taller or something. Y'all ain't got enough security, bro. Oh, they got they got this guy here is the most evil. He's a criminal. Look at him. Look at him. He's the most dangerous man on the planet. They hit him with the wand, the metal detector.
Almost like being at Heathrow.
As if eggs are metal.
Like well, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn it over to our host, who will be acting as referee for this press conference, Mr. Ode Oladipo.
Ade. Hey, brother.
Thank you. I'm not sure if those scanners work for eggs, but
thank you.
We have no eggs today. I am happy that we are here. I didn't expect us to get here after the ending of the second press conference, but it is good that we are in the capital because this is something very, very special coming your way, April 26th.
He said
welcome
an egg
everyone
detector.
to the second press conference for the Ring Magazine inaugural event, Cris Eubak Jr. versus Conor Benn, which will take place at this magnificent stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which isn't just a football stadium. This is one of the best event stadiums in the world. The biggest events here happen every single year. We've had boxing here before. Derek Chisora on the front row fought Tyson Fury here. Anthony Joshua fought Alexander Usyk. The NFL have been here as well. And the best from the music industry. Beyonce will be here in the summer, as will Kendrick Lamar. But the attention turns to boxing once again.
Kendrick Lamar gonna be there?
And Eubank rivalry dates back to 1990, as Michael said, when Nigel Benn first locked horns with Cris Eubank Sr.
Kendrick is going to be
was Cris Eubank. He went on to win the WBO middleweight
crown.
3 years later, they got it on again this time. The unification fight this time in the super middleweight division, and it was a draw. We all hoped for a third one. That didn't happen. The baton has now been passed to the Suns. Finally, we get to see Benn versus Eubank again. Here we are, 32 years after their second fight. The unbeaten Conor Benn, with a record of 23-0, 14 knockouts, will move up in weight to take on the current IBO middleweight champion, Cris Eubak Jr., with a record of 34-3, with 25 knockouts. A fantastic undercard as well. Liam Smith versus Aaron McKenna. Anthony Yard will take on Lyndon Arthur again. Chris Smith versus Brandon.
Oh, he said later that summer.
Undercard, Vidal Ryan will take on Chev Clark.
My bad.
Matchroom versus Boxer showdown. The event is being brought to you by Ring Magazine.
Conor's my guy. He is violent. That's my guy.
Of the
One of my
famous
favorite
video
fighters,
fighting game Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing and Ben Shalom of Boxer. And the event will be broadcast on Dazn worldwide and Sky Sports box office in the UK and Ireland. When this fight was officially announced about 6 weeks ago, I remember Eddie telling me this will be bigger than when it was supposed to happen in the autumn of 2022. I completely disagreed. I didn't know if it could be bigger. Then the O2 pre-sale record was done. This time round, I think you probably all saw Eddie's tweet. The pre-sale record
Fatal Fury is
broken
goated.
And this will be not just the biggest fight in the UK this year. Undoubtedly, that's fact. It'll probably be one of the biggest fights we've ever seen in the UK. Cris Eubak Jr. versus Conor Benn.
You sure?
There are many people on stage. I want to run through this very, very quickly. I just want to quickly say hello to Jonathan Banks down there, Ronnie Davis. Ronnie, see, there you go. Ben Shalom, Cris Eubak Jr., Eddie Hearn, Nigel Benn.
Because AJ versus Klitschko was like...
Tony. I want to start with you, Ben. This time, we didn't really get to hear from you much last time. Again, an incredible event. You wasn't part of what should have been their first fight. How does it feel to be a part of this one?
Oh, it's incredible. I knew it was big when we got the deal done, but yesterday
He's not the jerk
special. I want to thank all the media as well as the fighters, the media reception and pickup of this. Every front page, every back page,
Wavy.
every
That seems crazy.
newspaper. It just feels big. It feels bigger than boxing. It feels bigger than sport. This is going to be the biggest event of the year. And it's Cris Eubak Jr. against Conor Benn. The first one felt like born rivals. This one, it's not to do with the dads anymore. This is about 2.5 years of rivalry.
It's going to be bigger than Haney, Garcia, Terrence Crawford, Canelo.
The biggest events in boxing, the biggest event in British boxing.
Oh, in British boxing.
I mean, I echo that as well, Sam. Not just in British boxing. I think one of the biggest events in boxing.
One of.
Let
okay,
me,
I can do that.
Bring in Cris Eubak Jr., the champion. It's right that I speak to you first. They all say it's all fair in love and war, but did you cross the line at the end of the press conference on Tuesday with the eggs and the slap in the face?
Yes, you did.
Did I cross the line? I mean, you know, during this whole process over the last 2.5 years, I think many lines have been crossed.
Wow. Good point.
You know, I'm sitting up here today on a stage with two of the scummiest characters in boxing, in my opinion. A drug cheat and a man who did everything in his power to help him get away with it. So me throwing an egg at somebody who absurdly claims that that is the reason why he failed 2 drugs tests because of contaminated eggs, I think that's light. And I think that's deserved. He deserved the embarrassment of what happened. You know, if I had an opportunity to do it again, I would. Unfortunately, I come unarmed today. I've been thoroughly searched multiple times. Couldn't sneak any in. But in all seriousness, this is a real fight. You know, this is going to be a bloodbath. This is going to be like the first fight between my father and Nigel Benn. It's going to be special.
Does that mean, following up from that last part, does that mean
this shit cracks me up?
More respect from you is now given
Thank
to Conor
Shakur. I got
Benn,
Shakur via decision. Wow.
A bit easier, easy work. He famously said a couple of years ago.
Tank has a hard time.
You know, I've always respected every fighter I fought, bar one.
But one, who?
You know, respect for me is reserved for fighters who are true, who don't cheat.
He leaded it.
I don't care how many fights you've had, how brave you are, how well you've done. I don't respect you. So no, there is no respect in this fight.
Eddie Hearn, let me bring you in. You've been here before, this stadium.
Hey, no, you gotta love the bad guy.
Alexander Usyk.
That guy's hilarious.
Just feel a bit more different because of the spice between the two people?
Yeah, I think different and very personal. You know, you saw what happened.
Eddie, come on, Eddie.
Listen, you ain't sitting there dressed like that.
Come on, Eddie.
What I'll tell you is this.
What do you think
this is the
changed?
first?
What
this
do
is
you
the
think has
first
changed
time
in the last 48 hours?
This is what's changed. The first time I've heard you talk about the fight.
Nothing has changed.
What has changed is we had 130,000 people in a queue.
Speech. There's no speech you're going to make.
There's been a lot of speech. I'll ask you this. Do you want to win this fight? Because I don't like. What desire have you got in boxing now? Honestly. What is this fight all about for you?
Yeah.
This fight is everything. This fight is it's career defining. It's groundbreaking. It means more to me than the money involved.
He's just like his damn
That's
daddy.
what I want to hear.
It's
Because I don't believe it and I didn't believe it.
okay. Well, that's good.
Does it really?
What you
How
believe
bad-
is extremely irrelevant to me, my
It's
friend.
not
Sorry.
because I don't know if you want it anymore.
It doesn't matter what you do or don't know. Who are you? I'm here to speak to Conor.
Are you? Speak to him or?
Speak to him, taunt him, find out what's in his mind.
He said, "Who you?"
Again,
Who?
you said something absurd in the last press conference. You said this isn't the Cris Eubak Jr. show. Whose show is it? Is it yours?
No, I mean, partly.
No.
But I would say
This show
I
with
would say
nothing
it's
to
a
do with you.
partnership.
Chris, you fought for the IBO World title in a leisure centre. Shut up, man.
Okay, there you go.
Like, seriously, like, you're an idiot.
This is why I'm here. I don't want to hear
You're an idiot. You fought for the IBO World title in a leisure centre. That's like your greatest accomplishment.
But listen, I like what you said about Ben Eubank.
I've won the IBO 3 times.
And do you know what?
Two
I got
different
offered it, and do you know what? I turned it down. It ain't a legitimate world title.
Okay.
It's hard, maybe it may be hard for you to hear. You're an idiot.
Listen, I'll just reverse it. I love the fact you said Ben Eubank won. Fantastic.
He says
I
absurd
hope
to
you
think it's
wanna
not
win
my
this fight
show.
badly. What I will say is the other day I feel like it was a bit of a blessing in disguise because
You're speaking for too long, Hearn.
No,
I don't want
You
to
keep your mouth
I don't know
up.
how many times I'm going to say it.
Well,
you're
you're
not
gonna have
going
to
to
listen
get. You're not going to get your speech
because in our
It
conversation,
doesn't matter any way you weasel your way in.
That's how
I'm
the
not
big ass
listening
work.
to your bullshit.
you don't have to listen.
I know
You
I
just
don't
have to sit
listen.
there.
No.
Yes, you do.
I'm not sitting here.
Yeah, you do. Anyway, to
listening
the
to
media, a very
You
important
can
question.
keep trying to talk over me, but guess
Robert
what?
Smith,
It will not work.
this applies to you. This is important.
Ade,
This is important. to
control
you.
it.
I feel like we're here again with you.
I'll be
We
here
are-
all day.
I will say,
going
when I
back and
spoke
forth
to
with this
Robert
guy.
Smith the other day, just
I know,
so the
I know
media
how
could
badly he
hear
wants
me,
to make this press conference about himself,
Conor Benn
which is why he's seated
will fight
in
under a British
between me and
Boxing
Conor.
Border Control license.
Conor should be sitting where
And
he
we have
is.
carried that
But
process
I can
through. It's
talk
very
over his
important to know.
bullshit for as long as you guys want. I am enjoying this.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
I can
matter.
be here
Because
all
you're going to
day.
get sparked
You
out
will
on
not
April
win.
26th.
You will not win
Sparked
this.
out.
That's good.
Because you don't care anymore.
That's good.
You don't care anymore.
That's good.
Good.
Eddie, let's hear from Conor Benn.
There you
Conor,
go. Let's hear from Conor.
here we go, Conor. This is what you've been waiting for 2.5 years.
Hey, Conor's diabolical too, though.
Reaction to what happened on Tuesday. A lot of people haven't heard from you from what happened on Tuesday. I saw the rage in your face. Here you are now, just a few feet away from the man
Oh,
that did it.
shit.
What's your thoughts?
Oh, the same. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. That's what there is to say to it, and I can't wait for him to get absolutely smashed to pieces April 26th.
Yeah.
His own team don't even like him. Look at his team. Watch the press conference. His own team don't even like him. They're pretending. They're pretending.
Ben, you pretending, Ben?
Of course he is. He ain't even getting paid.
Yeah, who's at the end there?
Shut up.
Who's at the end?
Listen, don't open your mouth, so I'll come over there and slap you, silly
UK,
bollocks.
back to you.
Sorry, Mum.
Who's at the end?
Oh shit.
I thought it was Keith Connolly today. No, sorry, I can't see. I can't see.
That's Nigel, bro.
Ben. One of the best middleweights and
And he's slapped you
middleweights
too.
the country's ever produced.
Sorry,
Eddie,
Mum.
Yeah,
very
that's one of
quickly,
the
sorry to
greatest
pause
middleweights
that.
ever, bro.
The Ring
No,
magazine.
you are not allowed
do
to
my
talk
best. Go on,
for the
do my
fourth
best.
time tonight.
I do my
Very,
best.
very
I
quickly,
hold your
guys,
money
guys,
unless
guys.
You're nuts.
Let's have some parliamentary procedure, please.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Some
Yeah.
parliamentary
Parliamentary?
procedure.
Parliamentary procedure.
Parliamentary
Wait, Ade.
procedure. Eddie, the Ring magazine, I've been told, have a special gift for you.
From His Excellency, yes.
Is it from His Excellency? Someone's
Okay,
going to bring it up.
because Cris
What is
Eubak
the
said
gift?
a parliamentary beatdown or something. Yeah,
And a
Tuesday.
Tottenham Hotspur bag as well.
Our day's
Thank you,
funny.
Douglas. How are you?
WWE UK, you don't know the father's rivalry. They were the same. Oh,
It's an egg.
I walked into His Excellency
Green-
today and he said this is going to be presented to you at the press conference.
Green Magazine
If you
gave him
guys
an
want to hear
egg.
something really funny, I don't know what this shit is, but you know,
He said
this
it's
worm
Excellency.
actually tried to put in my fight contract that I couldn't say anything negative about promoters
Absolute rubbish.
during the press.
Absolute rubbish.
you believe
listen,
that?
You don't get sued by me. You're being
What a
sued
wet
by
bag.
other
This
promoters.
guy has built his
Not
whole
me.
career around talking shit about people, and then he's going to try
You
and
got
get
that well wrong.
so that I
You can
can't say
speak to
anything
your man on the
about
right about that.
That's
You
who
can
we're
speak to-
dealing with.
That's another thing you got wrong,
That's who we're dealing
as well
with.
as getting
He
dressed.
gave him
for
an egg.
One of the big things, by the way, that's a present
What is
from the
wrong
Ring
with
magazine.
Turkey,
Thank you,
bro?
thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
One of the big things that came out of the first press conference was that
What's
there's a
in the
rematch
egg?
clause put in this. I believe, Ben, you put this rematch
Ade,
clause
can
in.
you
No,
please
no,
not?
no,
Can
no,
you
no,
please
no,
not go over this again?
Well, a lot of people didn't come on
It's boring,
Tuesday.
it's
A lot of people,
irrelevant.
Chris, didn't come on Tuesday. They want to
Everybody
know
heard you guys going back
why a
and forth
rematch
about
clause
rematch
is put in,
clauses.
Ben.
This
Was a
is
rematch clause put
bananas.
in?
There is a rematch clause, and that's it. Let's talk about something exciting. In fact, I have something that's been bothering me
Oh shit.
For years now.
For years?
And I'm gonna get it off my chest.
Please do. We're here for it.
The first fight, 20,000 people bought tickets.
Oh.
Hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Plane tickets, accommodation. They planned the whole weekend around this fight.
Yep.
None of them were compensated.
Yep.
By Eddie, Matchroom, Conor. Worse than that was the undercard. There were a number of fighters who went through entire camps.
Facts.
Big on it. Camps are not cheap. You know, thousands, if not tens of thousands of pounds.
Tens of thousands.
Trainers, gym fees, nutritionists, physiotherapists. These fighters all paid for their camps. They lost all that money, and they were never compensated.
Facts.
And that's always bothered me. Obviously, I wasn't compensated for what I spent either, but that's neither here nor there.
That's parliamentary.
I just want to set that wrong right now and say that from my purse for this fight, I will be giving £50,000.
What?
To the fighters on that undercard.
Wow.
To split between them.
I thought he was going to say each.
To cover some of the losses that they incurred. I don't need applause. It's okay. I'm not doing this for awards. One thing I will say is
that should have came from you, Eddie. That should have came from you.
Eddie and Conor both put up their own £50,000 because there were a lot of fighters.
Well, what we did was everybody fought instantly. So, but thank you. That's a lovely gesture. I'll let everyone know and just let us know where to invoice the 50 grand.
You obviously won't be receiving any of it.
No, I don't need to.
The fighters on the undercard.
But I do think it's a lovely touch. Everybody fought immediately and they all, got active. But I think that's a lovely touch.
But no, because they missed money.
I'll find out who was on and I will get
You don't have to do any of it.
That's lovely. You won't because you talk bollocks.
No,
you won't actually do it because you're a bit. You won't.
I'm the one person in this room that does speak the truth.
Oh, leave off.
I'm the one person in this room that isn't worried about the repercussions.
Listen.
All your other fighters, we can't say anything to Eddie. We can't say anything about Eddie because he controls the money. I don't give a shit.
Nor do I.
He may not be a bad guy.
That's a lovely gesture.
He may just be a
I know it's a lovely gesture.
Very nice.
Keeping on the subject.
He's part of the rebellion.
Purses and money. Many of you would have heard that Eddie boasting about this 60-40 split that he secured for his team and Conor and himself. Just an absolute lie, which is not surprising.
Well, I thought it was 70-30, but then said 60-40.
You said 60-40. The truth of it is, Uncle Turkey flew in and saved the day like the superhero that he is.
Facts.
This is Saudi's show. He called me. He said, what do you want to make this fight? I want it. Tell me what you want. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, I got to be a businessman here now. And any good businessman in any negotiation, they start with an aggressively high number. And then there's counter offers.
Wow, what genius.
And there's counter offers and compromises and eventually get down to the number that's agreed. So I gave him a diabolical number.
Diabolical!
I gave him an inconceivable number. And he said, done.
And he said,
I'll send you the contract on Monday. And I'm thinking, fuck, I could have got more there. Could have got a little Lambo or a couple of watches added in. But you know what? I was happy with the deal. I'm not greedy.
You're not greedy, no.
No, not at all.
Anyway,
the point of the story is
but,
there is no splits. There's no percentages. He didn't negotiate.
I was only pulling your plonker. Why are you getting?
Oh yeah, now it was just a joke, but before it was serious.
We got the number we were happy
diabolical amount.
We got the number that we think provided value for His Excellency.
That's right.
The difference
there was no 60-40 split.
The difference between
so
you and
lied
Conor
to the public in front of everybody. And now I'm setting it straight.
He wants to beat you. Forget the money. This is not about the money for Conor Benn. This is only about the money.
But did you lie?
No, it's not.
It is.
And again, why are you speaking to me?
Because you're speaking to me.
I'm speaking about you. I'm not speaking to you.
Now. You're so listen.
I don't want you.
I'm in your head rent free. All you do is talk about.
I don't want to hear you anymore. If you lie to the public, if you lie to the public, I'm going to.
I'm worried.
I am not one of your little puppets. If you say bullshit, I'm going to call it out.
Then if I'm doing that,
you lied about the 60-40 split.
You're going to go.
I'm setting it straight.
I think it's better than a 60-40.
No. Listen, you did a terrible job for your guy. We got everything.
Damn, Eddie lied.
The point is, His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh,
Eddie lied.
Saudi owns the show. They're getting the pay-per-view, the tickets, all of that stuff, and he's guaranteeing me and Conor our purses.
And
you said correct.
Wow. It's going to be the biggest fight in British
history. Absolutely.
Eddie got busted in a damn.
Well done, Derek. Clapping.
Oh, thank Derek.
Thank you. Let's hear from someone that wasn't at the press conference on Tuesday.
This
That's
is
the trainer
getting
of Conor Benn,
diabolical.
Tony Sims. Tony, you're the man that's got to get Conor ready to have the toughest fight of his career, get Conor ready to jump up a couple of weight classes. How confident are you that you can get the job done come April 26th?
Yeah, it's actually nice to talk about boxing and the fight. And
I mean, dude, all of this is fun.
Yeah,
to me.
it's been a long time coming, and we started camp a couple of weeks ago out in Mallorca, and obviously we've come back.
Chris
for,
cracked open that egg.
The press conference. But
what's in Eddie's egg?
As you know, Conor's last couple of fights have been at 154.
He said Eddie got exposed.
So 160 ain't too big a jump for him. And he'll be in great condition on the night. And we've obviously got our game plan, and Cris has got his game plan. And as Eddie was saying, it's probably the biggest fight in British boxing. We all know the dads had two great fights.
Come on, man. Come on, let's get to Conor.
Fight at Old Trafford. I was friends, obviously, in them days with
Nigel.
Nigel.
Turkey.
And I remember the.
I can't even talk like Chris. Chris is hilarious.
Fight.
That dude got so much swag in his delivery, bro. And the accent and everything, that's how Nigel and Conor Benn Sr. were. Like, that shit was diabolical, bro. They hated each other, but it sounds so pleasant.
Fight.
And Nigel used to have that face that Conor Benn has right now. Nigel have that face on.
You know, he's a carbon copy of his dad. Cris has obviously got the experience and a bit of weight on him, and he's a carbon copy of his dad.
Not very
as well.
economical.
So I think we're all in for a great night of boxing.
Hey, the egg
Let's
jokes are.
Stay on that side. Let's welcome in Nigel Benn. Nigel, obviously, look, you're fully confident.
Oh, I got to hear
the
Nigel.
job done, but you know more than anyone.
100%. I don't see it going past 4 rounds.
Come on,
and where, like, you know, they say like Conor's jumping up 2 weights. Conor walks around at 12 stone. I know my son.
Damn.
And if Liam Smith gave him the problem that he did in the first fight, that's Liam Smith. He don't punch like Conor. He does not punch like Conor. And I know Conor can do 12 rounds. Me personally, like I said yesterday or Tuesday, I said I'm more confident in this fight than I had with me and Cris Sr. I just feel that Conor's just going to go out there, mate, and just give it to him, put it on him.
I think Cris may win.
I'm 100% confident in Conor.
But I'm rooting for Conor.
So sure. I know what my son can do. He's actually the best, a much better fighter than me. I could never box like Conor.
Hell no.
I was just going in, have a bang. I just want to have a war.
Okay. Skill-wise, yes.
Every single
skill-wise, he is better than Nigel.
I don't see it going past 4 rounds. And it's not even 4 rounds.
Conor is more skillful than Nigel, yeah, but he ain't a better fighter than Nigel.
When Conor catches him, say it could be round 1, round 2. I don't.
Nigel wasn't a skillful fighter.
Past 4 rounds.
Boy, oh boy.
That's my opinion. And that's what I believe. I know what my son can do. And he fights bigger guys inspiring than him. That are hard. I just know my boy.
Yeah, Nigel was a dog. That was the problem.
Conor, your whole team's
Nigel, just before we move on,
and he can hit, boy, he can punch.
Yeah. You know, I understand the frustration and the heat
Because you got that.
that you were experiencing a couple of days ago after I egged Conor.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you actually glassed him, mate. And that's why I nearly got my hand around your throat.
I understand.
Yeah.
But you did.
It's a yeah.
Put your hand on my neck.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a pass because of what happened, but I'm just letting you know.
Nigel, crazy. Don't do that.
If your hand never touches me again, you won't get it back.
Shut your fucking mouth. Do you hear me?
No.
Con. Do you hear me? Threaten my dad.
You couldn't look.
Hey, silly bollocks. Threaten my dad again. Watch what happens to you.
Yeah.
See,
I'm not threatening him. I'm just letting him know.
Do you hear what I said? Do you hear what I said?
There's no
Do you hear what I said? Well, he did get his arms around your neck.
Con, leave it. Got it, mate. I can handle this, mate. I'm old school, mate. I guess if he's dad, I'm old school, mate. So this is no problem. I understand, and I apologize for doing that, mate. I really am sorry that I've done that. You know what I mean? You put your hand on my son.
Yeah,
so
because we are
His dad, he's just upset because his dad don't like him.
What?
No, he's just upset because his dad don't like him.
Yeah, I know.
He can't be. Shut your mouth.
His dad doesn't like him.
Shut your mouth. Your dad don't like you. You understand? No. You're just jealous. Just admit it.
I'm here.
Just admit it. That's it.
I'm ready to go.
That's it. Look at your team. Dysfunctional.
Yeah, you know what it is. I think
Our
at the end of the
Connor's
day, like I
pissed.
said, it's like he's poked the bear. I just know what's going to happen. Listen to me. I'm telling you, this does not go past 4 rounds.
Okay, we got it.
I'm telling you, no, you're going to be done for sure, 100% sure. So confident in what my son can do.
Conor, your team's obviously full of confidence. You're the man, though, that's going in the ring, jumping up a couple of weight classes.
Oh, they ain't really got anything to say. This whole thing's just getting on my nerves, to be honest.
That's how his father is.
No question you can ask me. Eubank, I can't wait to smash your head in April 26th. I can't wait to smash your head in. Listen, I've heard enough of your boys talking shit this whole time. It's again on Tuesday. Just shut your mouth. April 26th, you're getting your head smashed in.
Oh,
I
shit.
can't wait, my friend. I can't wait.
He said, I can't wait.
All right, let's get a couple of
He
final
said,
words.
mission.
from
Look
Ben
at the
Ben.
different faces.
And we
That's
asked the big
just
one.
like
Again,
their father.
We didn't even need to do this press
Just
conference. I feel
like
the
the
events
arrogance
sold already, the
of
tickets
Eubank
tell us
and
it's
the
sold
anger
already.
of Ben.
But again, we are so close to something so special.
I'm watching it all over again.
It's crazy. Honestly, 130,000 people in the waiting room. I've never seen it on a pre-sale. The biggest event this year. I do have to question when Eddie says they didn't do it for money. They had an opportunity to fight for a world title. It's clearly for money. It's clearly a cash out. It's clearly 2 fights. Probably the last 2 fights of Conor's career. But this will be the biggest fight we've seen in the past 2 decades, whether people like it or not, in British boxing. And that's what it's about. And as I say, I have to thank the media. I have to thank everyone that got behind this event because this is special.
Deja
and
vu.
on April 26th, we're going to see something that we've not seen before.
Eddie
Eddie, I can always tell
He
from the media
exaggerated
turnout just how big an event this is. You've been involved in some enormous events. This must be right up there with some of the biggest.
But that's a lie.
I'd like them to do it now.
Eddie. Come on, Eddie.
I'll tell you what.
You know what's going to happen.
Go on, you try. Go on.
Just don't say anything.
Okay.
Just ignore,
I'll say this.
Ignore Ade.
I wish you could do it now.
Okay.
Now.
Good.
Out there.
That's
now.
enough. That's enough. That's
I'm
enough.
going to enjoy every minute.
Let's not get excited.
I'm too excited. Too excited. It's going to be sweet as a nut. Thank you.
I feel rude if I don't ask Ronnie Davis a couple of words. Ronnie, you
Oh,
sat on
Councilman
the top
Good.
table. You've experienced this
Eggy
type of
Hearn.
animosity with their fathers. Exactly the same. What does it feel like when the sons are showing this type of attitude as well?
It's no different to me. First of all, I was privileged to be in the first fight they had, which was electric. I'd never thought I'd be privileged enough to do it again with the son. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great fight. May the best man win, which I know do Eubank. No disrespect to
Exquisite.
Nigel, Conor. He's too big for you, mate. He weighs.
Davis, don't start with that big talk. I've told you multiple times. I'm too good. You got to tell him I'm too good. Come on.
Your team dysfunctional.
Anyway,
Bro, they're excited.
He's too good for him. He's too fast. He's too hard. He's too clever. Eubanks is brilliant.
Your team
and
kind of
he's gonna
got him with that. They do look dysfunctional, bro.
That's good.
Okay.
Look, they got to check each other and
I
shit.
know you don't say much. I know you don't even want to be on the top table, but I've got to ask you, any final words, Mr. Jonathan Banks?
I never said I ain't want to be here, but I've been a part of a lot of fights in as far as British fighting.
Oh, you're right.
British
Yeah,
guys
that
fighting
was
each other.
hilarious.
I'm looking forward to it. I think
Traverse.
it'll be a big
My
fight,
bad.
and as it's been repeated over and over again, both guys can't wait to get their hands on each other. And me personally, I'm looking forward to it.
Should be a cracking fight. Remember, tickets go on general sale tomorrow at Ticketmaster.com midday. The fight will be live on Dazn worldwide and in the UK. No, Derek, no questions. And we'll be live on Sky Sports Box Office in the UK as well. Okay, one question, Derek.
No face off.
Can't ask Eddie a question. You know that.
What a shame. Sorry, Derek. You can't. Apparently, you
Derek
can't answer
Chisora about to talk.
He
Let him
doesn't
talk.
have permission to talk. In that.
Dude is like boxing royalty.
You're so confident that you're fighter when you're so confident that you're fighter when you guys might want to make a bet on it, $100 bet on it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, okay.
You gonna bet Chisora?
Thank you for earning me another $100,000. I appreciate it, Derek.
We will do. We'll do it.
You ain't earning nothing out of the show.
Dude, y'all about to lose all
I
y'all
think
though.
I'm earning more than you, mate.
You definitely
I think
ain't,
I'm
mate. You
earning
ain't
more than
earning
you.
nothing.
I've
I know you ain't
I've
earning
seen your
nothing.
deal.
I
I
know
think
you
I'm
ain't
earning more
ain't
than
seen
you.
nothing, though.
So just be
You ain't
careful,
seen
mate.
nothing.
I'll show you
You
what
ain't
I'm
seen
earning.
nothing, though.
All right, the fighters are going to do a face-off on the
No
stage.
way!
Hopefully
No!
the security are ready for this one. But thank
They
you
are
so much,
not
everyone,
doing a
for attending the
face-off.
press conference.
This
And we'll
is
see you here
crazy.
April 26th.
There is no, oh shit. Everybody get your raincoats, get your umbrellas. Yo, there is no way they doing another face-off. This is diabolical. They must be
Well,
so
one
far away.
thing we
What do you have in
certainly
your pocket,
can
bro?
guarantee,
What do you
James,
have in
is
your
that
pocket,
Cris
bro?
Eubak
Isaiah
Jr. is a
no
massive fan of
way.
Eddie Hearn.
Oh, do you know what though?
Hey,
I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan of that. I like that, you know, because again,
look at
he's
this.
just, you know, just rattling
Look at
people
this.
out, getting on
Yeah.
people's nerves, and then once he's out there digging out Nigel, kind
Look
of
at
reacts
this.
like any son
Connor,
should,
throw
any
an
son
egg.
would.
Didn't go down well. That.
Throw an egg.
I'm sick of you. That every time you, I mean, you
Connor,
can't
go
get
get
insult
it.
yourself.
Go get
if
it.
someone insult
Go
your
get
father. That really wrong.
There you go, Connor.
And again, as I
Oh,
said
bro,
at the start of the
don't
show,
Go, Connor. Spit
I think
on.
for
Connor,
me, Cris
go.
Eubak is just a
Go.
master of getting into people's nerves. He's a master of selling a fight.
Go.
Well, that's 15 times the security on stage here today.
Go
than there
get
was on Tuesday. Also, a considerably
Look his
bigger
hands
gap
out. Man, he can't
between
get
Cris
to it.
Eubank Jr. and
Yeah,
Conor
he's
Benn.
trying
What
to
did you
get-
make of that?
trying to
Tony
get
Bellew?
to it.
It's just
He
this
talks
is
about
part and parcel of the
everything.
game. Jay,
I'm
it really
diabolical.
is, and
I'm diabolical.
no, the
I'm
focus
full of
is
shit.
just-
Hey,
just
go,
want
Connor,
people
go.
want to get each other's hands
Go.
on each
You
other,
talked
and
about your
that's
dad.
That's where we're at.
But so you've been here, like I've been. You know, we've all been in fights. You've been here when it's been genuine hatred, yes, Nathan Cleverly. What's it like there when it's
They
genuine?
keep
not just
holding
you wanna-
Connor. He's like, why you touching me?
Someone you genuinely
Let me go.
I had
Let
to
me
really
go.
focus and control my emotions because I wanted to actually have every time I stepped
Dude, they
out,
so
I
ready to
wanted
grab
to-
Connor. Can't do
so
shit.
I
Look at
really
him.
didn't like him.
He
I
can't do
mean, I
nothing.
still don't like him now. So, but that's just one of them things. You've got to be in control. Connor's in control of his emotions because he's there. He's within touching distance. He knows he could explode now, and he probably would reach him if he explodes quick enough. So. Listen,
Go get
it
it.
is what it is. It's done
Hey, that's
now.
a big
We're
dude
here.
on
This
Cris
will be the
Eubank
last
side,
time they
though.
come
That
until
dude's
it's fight
big.
week.
They've done their job, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. They've done
Chris
the job,
like
Barry.
twice
It's a
talking.
massive. It's a massive.
He's talking about
massive
F you
thing.
up. He pointed at us. I'm
And
gonna
I
F you up.
cannot
Yeah, see,
wait.
Connor's pissed.
Cannot wait.
Chris is
until
so
we get in the middle of
diabolical,
that
bro.
part.
And
This
as I
is
said,
crazy.
everything ultimately relies
That
on
was
in that ring on
intense.
26. But who do you give the edge to in press conference performance?
Put the egg on.
Eubank again, I think, but also I think Conor has been quite composed more than I thought. I know he's livened up a little bit, but there could be more. If
Bruh,
he wanted to.
Connor's
If he was
so-
really
he
not
said,
control of
if
his
you
emotions,
touch me again,
he'd
you're
be
not gonna
screaming
get
and
your
shouting,
hand
spitting
back.
up, and they have to pull him
Conor
back. I
was
think
like, bro,
he's been
talk
controlled
shit
enough.
about my
Like
damn
you said,
daddy
he's angry.
again, bruh. Talk about my daddy again. Yo, that was a fun. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time. Cris Eubank just completely conquered that press conference. I'm about to run over to the PBC and check out Tank and Lamont. I may have to rewind some shit, but I just want to say, just to give my reaction, Cris said, what did he say? He said, he didn't use the word insane, but to say that he isn't the man on the card, asinine, I forgot what he said, and he totally conquered that. He actually exposed Eddie Hearn. He got Conor Benn all riled up, and he said, what did he say? He said, something mission accomplished or something like that. The guy ran the whole press conference, and he did it eloquently. He even had the egg detector at the beginning. He took it. But the thing is, though, his father beat Nigel with the words. He beat Nigel. Nigel was sitting right next to him. Remember? And he was just sitting there pissed, bro, with that haircut. He was just with that Sean Kemp ramp. He was just sitting there pissed. Remember that? And that fight ended up being what it was. He said diabolical. So he even said diabolical, bro. It's on. It's up. If Eubank still had Bomac, I'll be more confident in picking him. But right now, I don't know who wins this fight. I got Eubank. I got Eubank. He hits hard too. Yeah, Eubank is up 2-0 right now. But we got so much more. I got to run to the PBC to see what's going on there. Make a video on that if I get the opportunity. ShowBizz adult. I got to go, man. I'm happy you guys. Yeah, I got to run watch the Tank press conference. I'm happy you guys showed up at the numbers that you guys showed up. We had a lot of fun, and I'm out. Huh. Oh, my goodness.